Hello, we are going to begin a new chapter. Yes, so kids, how are you all? So, the name of chapter, as you can see on the screen, the name of chapter is Physical Changes and Chemical Changes. Yes, it's a very easy chapter. Kids, really believe me that it is very easy chapter. Yes, the simplest chapter of your book. I am saying 100 out of 100% correct. True. Yes. This is the only chapter which is the most easiest chapter for you. Yes. Even you no need to use your brain. You no need to think to give the answer. You will give in a second, quickly the answer. Yes, you will give the answer quickly in a second. Yes, believe me. So, kids, the name of chapter is Physical Change and Chemical Change. So, in this chapter, first of all, we will see the difference between physical change and chemical change. We will also talk about matter. Yes, I think you know about matter. Yes. Can you tell me the definition of matter? No? Okay, I will explain. Don't worry. And I will show you many examples. Yes. Because kids, examples are very important. Yes, examples are very important. Then we will also talk about chemical change. Yes, different kind of chemical change occur. Yes, we will see the property and many. Yes, and with a lot of example. Yes, believe me kids, I will show you many examples. Then at last I will ask you question. Okay, I will give an activity to you. Okay, I will also give you an activity. Okay, but all the things it's not possible to complete just in one video. Okay, it's a long chapter, not too long. Okay, maybe in next class it will complete totally. So keep patience. Okay, and do little bit hard work, study. Okay, so let's begin physical change and chemical change. You can see the picture. Can you see the picture of test tube in which you can see the chemical? Yes, you can see a man, actually it is a scientist holding conical flask in the hand which has chemical. So we will study about with the lot of example the changes, chemical changes, physical changes. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay, so get the objective. What is the objective of this chapter? Physical change, chemical change. The objective is to study the difference between physical change and chemical change. Yes, the objective is to study the difference between physical change and chemical. So before we start the chapter, let me give you a brief introduction. What is the meaning of physical change? What is the meaning of chemical change? Yes. So it will help you to understand. It will help you to understand the difference between physical change and chemical change. Okay. So kids, physical changes are actually temporary changes. Yes, physical changes are actually temporary changes, and they are reversible. Yes, physical changes are temporary changes. They are reversible, but chemical changes are irreversible changes. Yes, You cannot get the same product again. Means they are permanent change. Yes, they are permanent change. For example, let's take an example. Take a paper. Okay. Take the paper of your science notebook. Yes, you can take. You are allowed. On the behalf from my side, you are allowed. You can take a science notebook paper, or you can tear your book paper. Anything you want to do, you can do. Yes. Then what will you do? Bring a matchstick from your kitchen. Yes. Or you can call to your mother, Mama, bring matchstick. Give me the matchstick. Yes. You can say to your mother, okay. Tell to your mother, Mama, give me the matchstick. Or you can tell to your father, Papa, bring the matchstick. I am burning the paper. Maybe possible that your mother or father can ask you, what will you do with matchstick? What will you do? Then tell to your parents, I am burning the paper of my science book notebook. I'm just kidding, okay? Don't do like this. Otherwise, you will have to pay for it. Yes, you will have to pay for it. So, kids, what will you do? You can take any rough paper. Yes, rough paper on which you play the game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what do you write. All the time you play, I don't know what kind of game do you play. Yes, math. Okay, so take a paper, rough paper, waste paper, burn it. Yes, but be careful. So what will happen when you will burn the paper? What will happen when you will burn the paper? So you will see that the paper will convert into ash. Yes, paper will convert into ash. Now you have ash. Can you again convert the ash? Can you again convert the ash into paper? Because when you are burning paper, when you burn the paper, what happens? When you burn the paper, what happens? Smoke comes out, different gases come out like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, many chemical release and ash present. Collect all these things again. Can you again get paper? No, you cannot get. Okay, let's do one more experiment. Look at my hair. Look my hair. Yes. Do a work. Tell to your parents. Call the barber. Yes. And cut your hair. You can become bald. Yes, if you wish. Then, after some time, what will happen? After some days, what will happen? You will get the hair. Yes, you will get back. Yes. Isn't it amazing that we are getting back our hair? This is the example of physical change. But the burning of paper is the example of chemical. Your nails. Yes, your nails. If you cut your nails of your finger, what will happen the next day? Yes, you will get it back. Slowly and slowly you will get the same size nails back. Yes. Actually you should cut your nails, kid, because time to time you should cut, because dirt may feel inside the nail, which is very harmful while eating the food. Okay. Right now I am using the phone. If I throw the phone, what will happen? It will break. What will happen? It will break. But I can again repair it. I can again maintain. I can again do it correct. Yes. So it is an example of physical change. Okay? It is the example of physical change. I hope that you understood the meaning of physical change. Okay. Now let's talk about matter. Let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about matter. Yes, Matter. So matter is everywhere. Yes, whatever you see is matter. I am matter, you are matter, my mobile is matter, my nose is matter, my lips matter, my eyes are matter. Everything, whatever you can see, they all are matter. Not only, you may also, there are many matter which you cannot see. Yes, unaided matter. There are many matter you cannot see with unaided eye. Naked eye. Unaided means naked. Means through you need microscope sometime. Yes, am I right? So what is matter? The question is, what is matter? Matter is anything that take up space and has mass. Yes. Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Yes. If any object is taking space, covering the place, and if it has some weight, means mass, because mass is measured in kilogram, then we can say it is a matter. Now look my hand. It is empty. I bring my hand and I bring my second hand and I put on it. What happened? This hand, right hand, covered the left hand. Empty space. Yes? It means my right hand is a matter. So matter is anything which occupies space. Yes. Take up this space and has mass. Mass? What is the meaning of mass? Yes, good. So mass tells us how heavy or light an object is. Yes. Mass tells us how heavy or light an object is. Let's take an example. Suppose my weight is 100 kilo. What is my weight? My weight is 100 kilogram. Your weight is 50 kilogram. Then what is my mass? My mass is 100 kilogram and your mass is 50 kilogram. Yes? My mass is 100 kilogram, your mass is 50 kilogram. Because mass is measured in kilogram. Because mass tells us how heavy or light an object. So who is heavy and who is light? Yes. Give me the answer, kids. Who is heavy and who is light? I am heavy. You are light because I have 100 kilogram weight. Means I have 100 kilogram mass. You have only 50 kilogram mass. So mass contains the amount of material. Yes. Okay. Mass is actually the amount of material which contained in any object. Yes, which contains in any. Mass is actually, it may be how heavy or light. Okay. Mass found in any container. Yes. Okay. Okay. Next point. Matter is constantly experiencing both chemical and physical change. Yes. Matter is continuously experience both chemical and physical. Yes. On matter, you can see the effect of chemical change and physical change. Yes, kids. Okay. What? You can see the effect of chemical change and physical change. We will talk first of all about physical change, then we will talk about chemical change. First of all, write all these points, please. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, remember, matter is everywhere. Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. Yes. Or in another words, you can say, matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. And what is the meaning of mass? Mass tells us how heavy or light an object is. Mass is always measured in kilogram. Matter is constantly experience both chemical and physical change. Yes. Chemical change and physical change occur constantly with matter. Any matter. Okay. Even in our body, many chemical changes happen, many physical changes happen. Yes, am I right? Think yourself. And remember, kids, matter is made up of small particles. Yes. Remember, Matter is made up of small particles. Yes, these particles are known as atom. Okay. I hope that you understood what is the meaning of matter. Yes. What is the meaning of mass? Yes. Now let's talk about physical change. Let's move on to the next point. Okay, now let's talk about physical change. Yes, a physical change alter the form of a substance but does not change it to another substance. Alter means changing, converting. Alter means converting. ALT. So what is physical change? A physical change converts the form of a substance but does not change to another substance. Yes, you know kids, I gave you the example of my hair. Yes, we get back hair. Suppose if you have water, suppose kids, if you have water and you boil it, then what will happen? Water will change into steam. Yes, water will change into water vapor. So it means, can you get back water from water vapor? Can you turn it back? Yes, you can alter, you can change, you can turn. So it is the example of physical. So such kind of changes in which you can get back the original state. Yes, you can get back the original state. Yes. So during physical changes, physical properties change. Yes, during physical changes, what happens, kids? Always physical property gets changed. Like change in shape and size. Yes, shape and size can change. Yes. Okay. Suppose, for example, take iron. Sorry, okay, you can. Let's take the most easiest example, gold. Yes, everybody know about gold, silver. Take gold. Heat the gold. What will happen when you will heat the gold? It will change. Yes. But shape is changed. Can we get the real shape again? Yes, we can get. So we can change the shape and size. It dissolve. Yes, it can dissolve. For example, salt and water. Take the salt in a glass, take water, mix both. Both will dissolve. Can we get back salt? Can we get back both things? Yes, you can easily get back. You can separate. So it is physical change because it is changing from one form to another form, but we can get back. Because physical changes are reversible changes. Yes, remember kids, physical changes are reversible changes. Okay? And what happens? It changes phase. It changes phase. Yes, phase can change. Means freeze. Freeze means so boils, evaporate, condenses. Yes, freeze. Freeze means freezing. Yes, the process of changing liquid into solid is known as freezing. Yes, freeze. Okay. Boil. Yes, the process of changing liquid into gas is known as boiling. Boiling. Okay. Evaporation. Yes, evaporation occur on the surface of the water. Means this change. Evaporation means the changing liquid into gas. Boiling also means the changing liquid into gas. But the difference is, in evaporation we no need heat. We don't need heat. Condenses. Yes, condenses means cool down, bring down the temperature. The process of changing gas into liquid is known as condensation. So during physical changes, shape can change, size can change. Yes. Substance can dissolve, phase can change. Means freezing may possible, boiling may possible, evaporation may possible, condensation may possible. Example, making orange juice. Yes, making orange juice is example of physical change. Please write down all these points. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, so those changes in which the form of a substance get altered, change. Okay, but does not change into another substance. Yes, new substance does not form. Remember kids, during physical changes, new substance does not form. Yes, remain the same substance. For example, if I wash my t-shirt, what will happen? It will become wet. Yes, it will become wet. Can I dry it? Yes, I can easily dry. It means it is a physical change. Yes, this is the example of physical change. Am I right? So physical change alters the form of a substance but does not change it to the another substance. It changes shape, size, it dissolves, it changes phase. Yes, phase changing means freeze, boil, evaporate, condense. Okay, it's I hope that you understood. Now let's continue the topic. Okay, let's continue it. So you know that physical changes, definition of physical changes. The physical change alters the form of a substance. It change the form of but does not change it to another substance. Means new substance never form. During physical changes, shape or size can change. It dissolve. Change in phase means freezing, boiling, evaporation, condensation can possible. Okay, let's study something more about physical change. Okay, so kids, physical change occur when matter changes its property but not its chemical nature. Yes, remember, chemical nature never change, means atom does not change. Yes, you know atom, I explained that matter is made up of small particles called atom. Yes, so any matter, if I have any matter, then with the matter, what will happen with the matter? Physical change occur when matter changes its property, but it's not its chemical nature. Yes, never chemical nature, never chemical property can change. Yes, it's never possible. Okay, only physical changes occur. Only physical changes occur. Okay, so kids, then I hope you understood the meaning. Next point is during physical changes, physical properties change. Yes, remember kids, what happens during physical changes? During physical changes, always physical property gets changed. Yes, physical property changes could include a change in which are the physical property, as you can see on the screen. Yes, which are the physical property? Texture, yes, means when you touch it, how does it feel? Shape, yes, shape can change. Size is also possible. Odor, yes, volume may be possible. Mass, yes, weight and density, all these can change. I will show you many examples of physical change, so don't worry kids. Okay, keep patience and be with me. So during physical changes, physical property gets changed. Yes, they are reversible. They are reversible. You can get back the original state of matter. You can get back the original state of matter. Remember, okay? And it includes changes like change in shape, size, color, odor. Odor means smell. Volume, mass, weight, and density. Yes, volume, mass, weight, density, they can change. Yes, they can change. Density, what is the meaning of density? You know? You don't know? Okay, then let me explain you. I think I have explained in previous chapter. No? Okay, then I explain now. Density means ship, S-H-I-P, not as sheep, ship. Okay, ship float on the water. Boat can float on the water. Yes, but nail. If you take a nail, iron nail, take an iron nail. It will sink in water. Iron nail always sink. Stone can sink in water, but ship can float. Even the paper boat can float on water. Why? The reason behind it is density. When the density of any object is more than the density of water, then it will always sink. But if the density of object is less than water, then it will always float. Density is measured by a formula which is density is equal to mass upon volume. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Yes, what is the meaning of mass? I already explained. You know, mass means mass tells us how heavy or light an object is, and volume means the multiplication of length into breadth into height. Yes, am I right? So it doesn't matter how much mass any object contains, it depends on volume and density. If the volume of object is increasing, then density will decrease. If the volume is decreasing, then density is increased. If the density increase, then it will always sink. The object will always sink. But if the volume is increasing and density is decreasing, then it will always float. But the density should be less than the density of water. Yes, remember? But the density should be less than the density of water. If it is more than the density of water, then it will always sink. Yes, remember. Yes, volume. So these are the physical properties: texture, shape, size, color, odor, volume, mass, weight, and energy. I hope that you understood the meaning of density. Yes, if the density increase, object sink. If the density decrease, object float. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope that you understood. So what happens during physical changes? Physical changes occur when matter changes its physical property. Yes, physical change occur when matter changes its physical property, not chemical changes. You can see the example in the picture. Can you see the picture? Look the picture. There is water in the glass. Yes. If you freeze it, freeze means the process of changing liquid into solid. The process of changing water into ice. Yes, if you convert the water into ice, it will still remain water. Its physical properties changing, means shape, size is changing, but chemical nature is not changing. Chemical nature is not changing. That's why it is the example of physical change. Okay. Now let's see some more example. Let's move on the next point. Okay, let's see some more example of physical change. So as you can see on the screen, look, a man is painting the wall. Can you see? A man is painting the wall. You know, after painting the wall, the color of wall changes. Yes, maybe your house color may be in different color. Yes, you can look the color of wall which is just behind me. Yes, the color of wall may be different. Somebody like green color, yellow color, orange color. Yes, different color, sky blue color, different color like different. Yes. So we paint our house with different color. Which is your favorite color? Tell me. Yes. Maybe purple, maybe blue, maybe yellow, anything. Yes. Black. Okay. But we don't do black color all the time to wall. Yes. Am I right? And kids, you know, when we do the paint, when we paint our house, after painting the house, after 1 year, 2 year, what happens? The color of shining gets decreased because the color start disappearing. Suppose kids, I did the red color. Suppose I did the red color to wall of my house. Suppose I did the red color to the wall of my house. After 1 year, what will happen? It will fade away. The color will fade away. Yes. So, can I again do the same color on the same wall? Yes, I can do. That means it is a physical change, because physical changes are reversible change. You are not getting anything new. The same thing is happening again and again. Yes. Crushing an aspirin is also the example. You will get back the same thing again. Crushing a bottle, you can get back the same shape. Boiled egg is also the example of physical change, because the egg before boiling was the same from outside. Outer structure, we are talking about the outer structure. Okay? And after boiling, it will again. Yes. We are not getting anything new here, because in boiling the egg we are not getting anything new here. That's why it is the example of boiling, physical change. So please write the example number 1. You can write in just one line. Painting the wall is the example of physical change. Painting the wall. Next, crushing as aspirin. Boiled egg, boiling, it is also the example of physical change. These are the example of physical change. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, let's see some more example. You can see a scissor. We are cutting with a paper with the help of scissor. Yes, we are cutting the paper with the help of scissor. Okay, so after cutting the paper, what will happen? Did we get any new substance? The paper we got, after cutting the paper, we got the paper. Yes, we are getting nothing new. Nothing new we are getting. Yes. So it is, you can see the red color paper. If you cut the red color paper, it will still remain paper. Yes, it is the example of physical change. Because you can again make the paper from rough paper. Yes, you are getting nothing new, the same thing. Yes. Because as I said, physical changes are reversible changes. You get no new substance. Only physical property is changing. So when you are cutting the paper, what is happening? Tell me kids, which physical property is changing? Yes, kids, tell me, which physical property is changing while cutting the paper? Yes, only shape is changing. Yes, you can cut the triangular shape paper into the rectangular shape paper. As you can see on the screen, it is red color paper which is in red rectangular shape. Yes, so you can cut the paper into different shape. You can cut it in triangular shape, you can cut in circular shape. Yes, hexagonal shape, any shape you can get. But it is still a paper, you can again fix it using glue. So this is the example of physical change. Yes. Okay. In next class, kids, we will see some more example of physical change. Then we will also talk about chemical changes in next class. Okay. Now it's time to ask question from you. Let's move on the next point. Okay. Question number 1. As you can see on the screen, define matter. So matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Yes. What is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Yes. And in another language I can say matter is anything that take up space and has mass. Matter is anything that take up space and has mass. Okay. And you know kids, matter is everywhere. Yes, matter is found everywhere. Yes, even the gases. So matter may be in any form. Matter may be in pure form, impure form. Matter may be in solid form. Matter may be in liquid form. Matter may be in gaseous form. Yes, there are different form. Yes, because on the basis of, if I divide the matter on the basis of state of matter, then I can say there are mainly 3 state of matter. Solid, liquid and gas. And there are 2 more, plasma and BEC, Bose-Einstein condensate. BEC and plasma are also the state of matter. Solid, liquid, gas you know already. You know that solid, liquid, gas are the state of matter, but plasma and BEC are 4th and 5th state of matter. It means there are total 5 state of matter. Yes, really. But we are not going to beyond the level of our course. Okay, so if you want to study, you can go to the Google Bhaiya. Yes, Google Bhaiya can help, and your best friend YouTube can help you. Okay, so matter is everywhere. Matter is anything that take up the space and has mass. Matter is constantly experiencing both chemical and physical changes. Next question, explain physical change with example. So what is physical change? A physical change alters the form of a substance. Yes, a physical change alters the form of substance but does not change it to another substance. Yes. So during physical changes only physical properties change, like it changes shape and size, it dissolves, it changes phase. Phase means freeze, boils, evaporate, condenses, and with anything possible. Yes, physical changes occur when matter changes physical property, but not its chemical nature. Yes, chemical nature does not change. Okay, only physical nature change, like texture, shape, size, color, volume, mass, density. Yes, and example, gets I have given the example changing water into ice. We can again change ice into water. It is the example of physical change, because physical changes are reversible change. Boiling the egg, painting the wall, cutting the paper into pieces, all these are the example of physical change. Okay, now we will meet in next class with lot of example and chemical changes. Till then, bye bye, take care.